you all are going to watch me literally start a business from scratch. No fancy investors, no money anywhere, and we are going to attempt to start a business together. So if we fail, we are going to fail literally here on camera, and if we succeed together. So I welcome you all to this journey with me, and let's go. My name is David, and this is my mini vlog. This is what we are here to do. We are going to build a business from scratch. Yes, we are going to attempt to build a business from scratch, and we see if we are going to succeed. So if we succeed, then we succeed together. But if we fail, we learn the lessons and we try something else. This is going to be an entrepreneurial journal. I'll be documenting everything I'll be doing daily in the business and why I make some decisions. So this is just going to be a channel dedicated to an entrepreneur struggling in Nigeria. If you're already interested in a content like this, I suggest you stick around. So first thing first, we have to look for a business that has a low entry point, a business that is easy to start, a business that we don't need too much capital to start. So the first idea that came to mind was, okay, so how about we do something that you can start with literally any capital you have? And the first thing that came to my mind was Zobo. Zobo is a widely accepted drink. It's made locally, it's everywhere, and people recognize it, people know it. Even kids, children, they know Zobo. But we are going to rebrand it and make it premium and make it special. That is why I decided to go for Zobo. So now the plan is going to be, how are you going to make it different? I'm going to make my Zobo different by not adding any extra sugars, not adding any extra flavors, and not adding any artificial product inside. We're going to use natural fruits, natural product to produce our Zobo. We are going to treat our Zobo like a cold pressed juice. I know the plan is to make profit, but the main target is getting a premium product to the market to make us stand out. That is going to be the goal. Now, will this be a genius idea or is going to be a terrible mistake? We don't know yet. We're going to find out. I thought of, doing something unique. So the first thing that came to mind was, okay, since I'm going to be using a lot of pineapples, so how about I roast the pineapple first before blending them? Because I'm very sure if I roast the pineapple, the sugar will be increased in the pineapple, making it more sweeter. There's an English word for it, but please let me not go there. So how are we going to make our Zobo different? Like I said earlier, we are not going to use any artificial ingredients for our Zobo. It's going to be all natural. Even the sweetener, we are not going to add extra sugars. We're going to use dates, coconut water, or we use sugar cane to sweeten our Zobo. That is going to be the only options we have. And our target audience is definitely going to be people that want to live healthy, people that want to drink healthy drinks. I live very close to UI. UI is a university here in Ibadan. If you live in Ibadan, you know UI. So the plan is to introduce these healthy drinks to students since they are young people. So I feel like if we sell these products to students, it's going to sell. So this is it. We are serial entrepreneur, but we need a low entry business to penetrate the market and get our audience. Then from getting our audience, if they trust us enough, then we can build more other products for them. The next thing is going to be our branding. The branding is going to be the most important thing to me because I'm an artist and I pay attention to details. So I would like our stickers to be placed very well on the bottles. I will go extra miles to make sure the branding is top notch. Eyes feed first before the tummy. So if we are able to give them a good looking product, then it will be easier to sell. The first thing before I even design the stickers, we have to go to the market first to sort for the bottles. If we are able to find good bottles, good looking bottles, I already have an idea of what I want in my head. Then now we can now design our graphics and our stickers to rhyme with the bottles so that everything will be placed perfectly well with the perfect fit for our bottles. We don't want to design the graphics first before we get the bottles because then it's going to be issues. If you have this idea, the first thing you have to do is go and do your research. It's very important. You live in Nigeria, you know how difficult the economy is. You know how tough, everything is in the country currently. If you don't have more than 2 to 3 different sources of income, I'm not sure you're going to survive, except you have to cut so many expenses and live with little means. But if you really want to live your normal life, you need to have more than one job. It's very hard to become an entrepreneur now in Nigeria because the cost of things is like, skyrocketed. Everything is expensive. People that buy raw materials in the market, like if you're selling food, you're selling, you can definitely feel the impact of the price surging and everything. So it's really going to impact if you want to start a business at this point. Regardless of the prices and everything, we are determined to move forward with this decision of starting a business. So this is the recap of the video, the entire video. The plan is for us to start a business from scratch, and we opt for a low entry business that is relatively very easy to start, which is Zobo. And then the next step was for us to make market research on the product and see what is working out there, what people are doing, and what we can do differently to make our Zobo stand out. Next thing we had to do was create our recipe. After experimenting and testing and doing everything, we had to come up with 3 different variants of Zobo. The first one is going to be gingered Zobo for people that like their drink spicy with ginger and everything. Then the one in the middle is going to be the Zobo with low ginger. It's not as hot as the first one. And the third one is going to be the Zobo that we made with our roasted pineapple. We're going to add coconut water to that particular one to make it more interesting too. Who are going to be our target audience? Which in conclusion, we've decided that, okay, our target audience are going to be the healthy conscious people who want to eat healthy things. And where we find these people is the gym. Second target audience is going to be the student in UI. So with that in mind, the target audience, we now decide how is our product going to be designed and everything. Because once we know our target audience, then we now know how to design our product, which is the branding. So the branding is something that, like I said, we're going to take very seriously. So we first sort for the bottles before we design the graphics. We're going to also look at the fonts, the colors, and everything. Everything has to tick the right boxes. Everything has to be perfect, because if we can get the perfect looking product, we can then attract them to test our product, which is also going to be premium. And then if they test the product, we get to retain them, because then they're going to like the product, and then we can retain them as our customers. So that is it for the product, the product, market research, branding, target audience, and everything. If you watch the video from the beginning to this part, I really want to thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. This is my first vlog, and this is just going to be one of many other vlogs I'll be making. This is the first episode where I introduce to you guys that I want to start a business from scratch. For you that is going to be a fan, I thank you so much. You're also going to learn a lot. You're going to learn from my mistakes, from my success. I'll be documenting everything. I will not leave any stone unturned. This is actually my 3rd business. The first one, second one failed. So this one, I want to make sure I document it this time. So any mistakes I make, I'll be able to, see it and review it in real time. The plan also for the channel is to motivate any entrepreneur out there. If you live in Nigeria, we know how difficult it is for you to even think of doing business. First, if you don't even have the mind, you won't even think you can do it, because everything is already against you. The economy is against you, the government is against you, the environment is against you. But if you go ahead with all these restrictions and you succeed, then you are the real MVP. With that in mind, I implore you to chase your dreams. Don't give up. I have failed so many times. I'm a very good example of a failure, but I want to also never give up. I've failed. I will never give up till I succeed. I want to also share with the winners. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video from the beginning to the end. I really appreciate you, and God bless you. And I hope whatever idea and dreams you have in mind, you are able to execute it. Till our next episode, bye bye.